Would you like to know where Santa is right now?
North Pole?
Yes.
Okay. I'll connect you to NORAD Track Santa. According to NORAD radars and satellites, Santa has just left Tegucigalpa, Honduras, and is on his way to San Miguel, El Salvador.
That's just science right there. In their workshop. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the opposite of important. Over here we have
Joe.
And I'm Lance, and it's Christmas time, baby.
We're here.
This is our Christmas episode.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Good.
It's Christmas time. Does it feel like Christmas?
A little bit.
Okay.
I mean, there's snow on the ground.
It helps that there's snow, but, sometimes it doesn't always. I've had years where it didn't feel like Christmas so much.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know if it's because time was going so slow or so fast, or there was something in there where, you get there and it's just not. I don't know if you're comparing it to when you were a kid or what it is, but the feeling just wasn't there.
Yeah.
But this year it's there.
It is. And, being a kid, it was like Christmas would take forever to get here.
Yeah.
My God.
Mm-hmm.
And there's all like the Advent thing, like you rip off a ring every single day.
Right.
And you're like, God damn it, there's 20 more days.
I really wanted, there is a Gremlins Advent calendar and you punch out a thing for each day and it's a little mini gremlin character.
Yeah.
And some of them are pretty specific to certain ones. Now, there are some generic ones, that many days, they can't all be winners, Joe.
Nope. No.
But there's a lot of good ones in there. And I wish I would have gotten it earlier because it was impossible to find in time by the time I got around to knowing that it was a thing.
Yeah.
We were already, I want to say, 5 days into the December.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know why I said the December.
Yeah. But,
five days in. I was going to say the season, but that doesn't make any sense.
But, then you become an adult and realize how much time you don't have.
Yeah, we're not talking about that.
No,
Jeff.
we're not. But I'm just saying, like, it's just so like, as a kid, you
mean time until you're just done, or time until
like Christmas
okay.
for like
I didn't know how dark we were going on Christmas.
It's like when you're a kid, you feel like it's forever till it's Christmas.
That's true.
And then when you're an adult, you're like, God damn it, it's
timing
2 weeks.
when you are a child is completely different.
Yeah. And then we did have a few Christmases in the mix there where, like, I think around 2007 time, or I'll just give it a little bit.
It's fine.
I don't want to kill it right now.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah.
We're talking about
year,
for anybody listening, we just poured some Buffalo Trace. So.
Last year was Christmas Day was almost 65 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
We had Christmas outside on the deck. Here we go. Clinkety, bing. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
I think an elf just got its ears. So anyway.
Is that what that is?
Whiskey, sure. They're working
sure,
hard.
It's fine.
They're 800 years old.
You know how much more money those elves would make if they were making whiskey?
That'd be great. Not $600.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Last year was like 60, 65 degrees, and we had Christmas out there. It's the first Christmas we had without Grandma. She's not dead, but she's in the home.
Right.
And it was kind of fun because I just came up with the idea of like, we're having Christmas outside. It'd be the first Christmas we've ever done that outside on the deck in Iowa.
Yeah.
And we did it.
Not a great idea.
And it was funny because my dad had my back, and thank God, because
nice.
We were at my aunt's house, and she's pretty easy going, but for some reason she was like, no, I think we should have Christmas by the tree. And I'm like, we do that every fucking year.
Yeah.
My dad's like, everyone grab a present. We're going out the deck. I'm like, yes.
Your dad knows how to get things done.
Yeah. And so,
good to have him on your side.
And then we just made a pile of gifts, and we're like, well, who wants to start? Let's go. All right. And you grab the one, and we all got one present from someone, a cousin. Or we draw names, And so it was just kind of, oh, this one's yours. And you just take the time and, oh, I got this. No, cool. Thank you. Yeah. And then we did family photos. Like, it was just funny, And then like 2007, on my dad's side of the family, another kind of brown Christmas.
Okay.
Where there was no snow, but
Yeah.
it was like 65.
And everything's dead.
Yeah, but it was
So-
just like, we've had those Christmases where she has this natural hill outside of her deck.
Okay.
And so it's like a perfect
I
sledding.
know where this is going, yeah.
It's a perfect sledding hill. And so in times where we actually had a shitload of snow, all the kids would run out and, go sledding. And then it was like, fast forward to like 07 when it was like 65, no snow.
Yeah.
We were like fucking playing hide and seek. And like, and it's just like, well, what's there to do here? Okay, let's play football. We can play that. And it's like weird,
Did you enjoy sledding?
When it was on my turn, I mean, it was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. My dad made it fun. There was the, the famous Cemetery Hill in Ames that a lot of people go to.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking on the other side of the cemetery.
Yeah, we would go there a lot.
I've been there once.
Yeah.
And I think we maybe took Kara there
Yeah.
when she was young.
So we'd always go there, and then we'd like hit up Fazoli's like after we're just like depleted, But
When you need unlimited breadsticks
yes.
for Christmas.
And in my hill growing up, which was like a block down the road, was the Carousel Hill, which you can't fucking sled there anymore.
Yeah.
Because they did so much development with the handrail
Yeah.
and like concrete work. I'm like,
Bummer.
I feel bad for my younger self of like, he doesn't know. He just,
Yeah.
But, we would.
But you have the memories.
You got the memories because we would slide down and then we have like the tennis court.
Mm-hmm.
So if you did it right or if the conditions were right, we would bounce off that chain link fence and like,
Well,
that's pretty fun.
In our backyard, it would not work for you or myself, but for Sam and Leia, from the edge of the house down to the playground, there is
A little slope.
a little hill there, and that's where the two of them go. They decided they can do it, the two of them, and they could do it for hours,
Yeah.
just sledding that little bit.
Like, oh boy.
Yeah, just over and over.
It's a little bunny hill right there.
But now we need new fresh snow
Yeah.
for sledding.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what's important. And this would be the year that I think if we get a decent snow during this break, I think there's going to be a lot of people out sledding because there's not anything else that you can do as a family.
Yeah.
But what you need a nice fresh snow, and then you need like 30 degrees outside. 30 degrees and sunny. Perfect.
Sustain it. Yeah.
Yeah. But also not freezing your balls off
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah.
I don't need that in my life. Because that's the thing, is that if it snows, but then it's like windy and I don't know, 8 degrees outside, I don't want to go out in that.
Yeah. There was
No
some
way.
fun times growing up where my buddy lived out in the country, and there's like a natural hill that was a trail kind of thing. And God, we spent all afternoon out there, and then I hit my head on a tree because like
What?
you can't fucking steer on a sled so much. You try, but then like fuck that.
My grandma's house in Alden, so this would be my mom's mom. There is a hill there that it was like, but her house is here. There's a neighbor's house here, and she lives at the top of a hill. Like they call it the hill in Alden because Alden is tiny.
Yeah.
And all of the town is on this hill. Like it's huge.
Yo, boy.
And so we lived at the top of the hill. I did go to the elementary school there from kindergarten to first grade. I moved to Nevada in the second grade. So we lived at the very top of the hill on Hardin Drive.
Close.
And so close, one letter off. And Hardin Avenue, street, I don't know, Hardin something, whatever. So there, halfway down the hill is another road. And then at the very bottom of the hill was the school. This hill, not great in the winter. Like they had to take their salting of the roads very seriously in this town because if it was bad, you couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
And heaven forbid you live on this hill, which we did. However, that's the bad stuff. The good stuff is the sledding down the yards. I can't remember which particular yard it was, but I know we had moved from behind her house, so we had gotten to we weren't on the top of the hill anymore. We were getting to the decline there, and I was sledding there with some family, but then also some people that we didn't know. That must have been like local kids. Somebody with their sled. I don't even know why we were doing it here, but there was a clothesline. And then the clothesline wasn't a threat. You know, you just have to stay away from the pole that's holding it up. However, the wire that was on the clothesline was white. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, do you know how the clothesline was attached? Well, the line goes down to the ground and then is like on a stake in the ground. Some kid hit the line like he was sledding full speed and hit this clothesline that is attached to the ground, and it just slammed him back like on it, like head hitting it. Oh man,
damn!
It was a disaster. It was no good. And then I don't think we went sledding there anymore.
Yeah, it was fun. I actually had some people kind of riled up. I don't know, at school. Like, I don't know. I did my own thing, and people kind of just followed, I guess.
Dude,
like, like I'd be on the bus and be like, dude, I'm sledding tonight. You know, and then I had some other friends like, we don't have sleds. Like, how do you not have sleds?
What is your problem?
Yeah, and then like 2 days later, like, my mom went out to Walmart. We have sleds now. And just like, oh, come on over. You know, and then like my bus buddy, Ryan Olson, growing up, like we were assigned seats on the bus. You know, and I was always paired up with him for the year or whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, I got him to come join, I guess. And I'm like, sometimes I'd be out there totally by myself in the dark. I'm like, I didn't give a shit. It was just fun to do, you know? And he'd show up and it was fun. It was just kind of neat. And then it just kind of grew a little bit, you know? And fast forward to my brother was in college. He went to UNI in Cedar Falls.
Yeah.
I don't know where the fuck this was, but his roommate, Corey, like, he actually went to high school with too. He started this thing called Sled Fest.
I accept.
And like kind of the same idea of just like gathering as many people as you could.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, okay, where are we going? Okay, the trunk's full of our sleds. Let's go. We're like zigzagging. We're almost like Waterloo.
Well, and I'm going to say, wherever you pick, if there's enough of you, they can't stop you.
No.
You could find a private residence and just be like, what are you going to do? There's 40 of us.
Yeah, like, all right, whatever. You know. In this particular hill, I don't know where it was. Like, I can't drive there because someone else, I don't know. The top of the hill was a fence.
Yeah.
And you had to grab on the fence with your sled and work your way across the hill.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had to like barely get on it because there wasn't much to orient yourself on your sled.
Yeah.
While one hand is on the chain link fence and you're just hanging on for dear life. Are you ready? Let's go. And then just go. Oh my God. And we were sledding with dumpster lids.
Perfect.
And there was a kiddie pool, like a plastic kiddie pool that 4 or 5 of us got in.
Not ideal,
and just,
but I understand.
It worked.
Yeah.
It worked. God, we were just getting creative.
Well, it's the same principle as like a inner tube, right?
Yeah. And then, and then we did like, I think we did the hill like 4 or 5 times because it was a steep ass hill.
Nice.
So then you're up there and like, get back up. And then, we went to Perkins for the rest of the night.
I accept.
Yeah.
That sounds perfect. That's like what you would do for prom, only better.
Yeah. Right? I don't know. If prom were in winter and like, hey, let's all go sledding.
True.
It's like, fine.
I wish that you could see this hill that I'm talking about in Alden. Like, it was steep. Like super steep.
Did it have loops in it?
Yeah, it didn't have loops. But if you would go to the wrong area, it would be bad news. Like, don't forget, it's not just one solid hill down to the end. Like, there's a road in the middle of this whole thing. I remember just having dreams and aspirations of one day just the road being covered in ice and getting on that road and just taking it all the way down to the school. But you would go so fucking fast.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I wish you could see this road so you could understand. You couldn't ride your bike up it.
It's so steep.
That's how steep it is.
God damn it.
It's so I remember trying to ride my bike up this hill and I couldn't do it. And I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like if ever you had the energy,
did you have a 1-gear bike?
Do it.
I don't know.
I can't remember.
I don't know. Gears help.
I can't remember. But it was just I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. And oh man. Could you imagine? Like just say you got a fresh coat of sleet and it all freezes. Everything's a solid coat and just fucking go for it.
Yeah.
Just get, even if it's in a sled, I mean, you'd have to not go too far to the left or right because it's certain death. But once you get to the bottom of the hill, so you go down the first, and it's not even like a full block because they couldn't make it a full block on this hill. So it's like the length of, let's say maybe 3 houses or so, and unless I'm remembering incorrectly, but there's that, and then the other road, and then you keep going down, and it's like it levels off, and then you've got the school on one side and the church on the other side, and it's just straight away. God, it would be so fucking great.
I'm like, oh my God.
Things like that. I've had thoughts like that. I've also thought, how much fun would it be if you had somebody watching out for you? You had lookouts when you're on the interstate. You
flagging people down.
Well, no. If you're on the interstate and you have the opportunity to stay at the speed limit or whatever speed you're going, and take the off ramp and then the on ramp. Like if you just go off and whatever exit it is, you're probably gonna take the off ramp, catch a little air, go on to the on ramp.
There you go.
And then get back on the interstate.
Yeah.
I have some pretty fucked up thoughts sometimes.
That would work.
But I would love to do it.
But there's some spots that are just naturally like that in the road.
Yeah.
Like one over here by the grocery store, where you just get that. And then there's one in Ames that sometimes I take on a certain route, or if the light's green, it's in an intersection.
Yeah.
So that's the hard. It's always the intersection. So I have to wait till the light's green to really hit it, and just like, I'm like, this is awesome.
There is a gravel road right outside of Nevada that one next to it. There's a stop sign, so it kind of gives it away. But this particular road, it is kind of it's not quite a T. What it is that it's a road that goes this way, but then the one that comes from this way, it curves into this one.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, this is a visual, so my bad. But the way that it curves, it's at kind of an angle up
bank.
here.
Yeah.
So if you're driving from this way, you can't see that there's a road in front of you. So you can take people, and this has been done many times. You can take people and you floor it right here and just be like, fuck it, we're done. And you think it makes it look like you're going to fly into a fucking cornfield, and it's great. And then, you catch a little bit of air and then you're back on a road. It is one of the cool. I need to take my kids on that.
Oh my God.
And just freak them the fuck out.
Shit.
Wouldn't that be so much fun?
Yeah. Oh my God.
But you know that it's there. So, but you make them think, no. We're just straight into the ditch. Let's do it.
My buddy's dad, one of my buddies grew up in the country, and it was one of those, like, we're going to his house for the day or whatever. And his dad was driving. It was a little car.
Oh, no.
He's like, yeah, it is. They picked me up, and then he was like, hey, Dad, do it. And it's this gravel road, train tracks. And he just fucking, boom, boom. I'm like, what the fuck was that? It's like, that was pretty good.
I miss having a car I don't give a shit about.
Right?
I really miss that. We had that red Corolla. And we every year for winter, just cranking that e-brake on the corners with the kids, a couple times going up on the curb.
It's like, we're going to school.
And that's not even what killed the car.
Yeah.
It was the chain in the engine that's not even supposed to fucking break. And it broke.
The timer chain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those break sometimes.
Lame. So they're like, you need a new car. And so I got one. But we did everything.
Mine doesn't have an e-brake. Yeah.
I used to have a car.
Yeah.
In high school.
Okay.
I know a few people that might listen to this that remember this car. It was a 85 Caprice Classic. This particular car could go just as fast in reverse as it could going forward. Had a lot of fun times in that car. I remember a friend of mine, friend adjacent, Kyle, he got a new Dodge
Durango.
Something. No, it was a fancy sporty Dodge thing. Obviously it wasn't a Viper. It was a Dodge. Fucking who cares? Whatever. Anyway, he was so proud of this car. And we happened to be in Ames at the same time and in the same group, and we got to a stoplight and he asked to race me. And I didn't even know a lot about cars, but I knew what mine could do. And I didn't know what was in his. And I'm guessing it was a 6-cylinder. And I assume so because, God, I wish I could remember what car that was. Anyway, I knew that mine had 8 cylinders, and mine also has a lot of parts from an old police car.
Zing.
And this is what the people told us when we went to buy it, because this particular car, this model, was used as a police car. And so they said that they went to get like the transmission and stuff like that fixed or replaced, and it got a lot of stuff from a police car in town. It happened to be from Clear Lake, or right outside Clear Lake. And I destroyed him.
Sweet. Goodbye.
On that stoplight. That was a lot of fun.
Yes.
Hey, we got a lot of stuff we need to talk about in this Christmas episode. We are going to, yeah. It is Christmas time, and everybody's excited. Everybody. The snow coming down. You're killing my song, man. We will be right back.
With more Christmas.
With more Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho. Ooh.
We are back.
Yo.
All right.
We here.
I've been looking forward to this for quite a while.
Christmas.
Well, Christmas this. And also this thing that I am going to show you.
Oh, boy.
You remember...
It's a cameo of Santa.
It's Santa on Cameo.
Hey.
No, we've done far too many cameos. I can't... I just don't think we could do any more. Except for maybe this one.
Whoop. It's Mrs. Claus.
No. Do you remember recently we had a conversation about Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Buffy.
And the fact that you haven't seen it, and I've been like imploring you to take the time to watch it. But now we have come to the holidays, Joe.
Here we go.
And you have nothing but time.
Right.
Nothing but net, nothing but time. So I decided to reach out to somebody that had a little something to do
Sarah
with
Michelle
Buffy
Gellar.
the Vampire Slayer. No.
She paid like $1,000.
No. I'm not sure.
Seth Green.
Just because I'm not sure if you would do it. I didn't know if you were worth the investment for Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Oh.
No. She's not even an option on there.
Well,
although if I told her the scenario and that you refused to watch it, I'd embellish on your anti-Buffiness a little bit just to get her on board.
In a second.
No. I have a message for you from James Marsters, who plays Spike in Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh, gosh. Here we go.
Here you are, Joe.
Oh, no.
Hey, Joe, this is James.
Shit.
Your friend Lance wants me to reach out and pressure you to watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Look, man, do what you want to do. I will say, the title tempts you not to want to check it out. I remember I came down to Hollywood because I was a stage actor, and I'd been doing that for like 20 years. I was actually doing very well, but there's no money in stage. And I had become a new father, and I suddenly needed to make real money. if I possibly could. And I told my agent, man, I'm not down here in Los Angeles for Oscars or Emmys or whatever. I don't need those statues. I need money. I need diaper money, man. I need college money. I need doctor money for a baby. So I don't have any pride. I'll be the new Urkel if you need. I don't care. And she was like, oh, cool. I'm going to make money off you. And then they gave me the audition for Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I was like, oh, come on, man. No. I have some pride. Buffy the Vampire. No. But she said, James, it's on tonight. Why don't you watch it and call me back? And I watched 15 minutes of it. And I picked up the phone. And I was like, oh, my God, this writing is amazing. I would love to be on this show. I didn't make Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I was in it, right? I didn't direct it. I didn't produce it. I didn't write it. Most of the work that made that show great, I didn't do that. So I think I can say without bragging that really is one of the best shows on television that's ever been on television. And it's really the writing is what makes it so good. The acting is good enough. There's nothing wrong with the acting. It's very nice. But the writing is just amazing. And so I'll give you the advice that my agent gave me, man. It's on tonight. Check it out. And then call Lance and tell him what you think. And if you don't like it after one episode, don't watch it. But check it out. If you're a smart dude, and I suspect you are, you'll dig it. I forgive you for not watching it for now, because I was there with you. But, check it out. What can you lose?
Sweet.
There you are.
Wow. All right. You pulled out the big guns here. Damn. It's like...
He just recently got on Cameo.
Okay.
So I figured
give it a
he's
shot.
One of the biggest stars of the show.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Seth Green would have been cool, too.
He I don't think he does that sort of stuff.
No, but
he's
the
a
back
busy
page,
guy.
It's the back page.
Yeah.
You got to do secret codes.
Mm-hmm. So what do you think?
What's it on? Like, what's it streaming?
So right now it's on Prime.
I got Prime.
And, well, it's right there. They're big fans of the show are a little miffed about the editing that they put in Prime. But they basically turned a full frame
it's like
show
Simpsons,
into widescreen. And the issue is I think the stuff that bothers us about it you wouldn't notice.
Okay.
Because you didn't watch it originally.
Right.
But a lot of the color correction that should have gone into certain episodes isn't there. And there's a couple shots that if you're paying close attention, you will see things that you're not supposed to see. Like camera crew and things like that.
Yeah.
But it's there and it's free if you have Prime.
There you go.
So me and the family, we kind of bounce back and forth between because I do have all the DVD episodes. But if I don't happen to have that handy for a particular night, we'll just watch it on Prime.
Yeah. That's
most of season 5, which is what we're on now, we've been watching on Prime.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Just got to hit play.
I mean, I invested some money in you checking this out. So I feel like it's something that needs to be done.
A commitment right there.
It was pretty funny that he just kind of laughed at the beginning.
Yeah. It's like, all right, here's the deal. And I think he appreciates that, And,
right.
He gets to tell the stories and kind of makes your, value for a buck better,
There's so much more that he's said in other people's cameos and videos, and he's genuinely a big fan of meeting fans.
Good.
So that I think that he puts a little bit more heart into these videos, and as opposed to some people that are out there. Richard Dreyfuss.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I haven't seen his, but what was his, like 650?
Yeah, I was up there.
I thought recently I saw Jason Alexander from Seinfeld was doing it for charity, so I'll give him that. But it's $1,000.
Oh my God!
Like for $1,000, you need to be George.
Like I would, Or for $1,000, I'd rather talk to him for 4 minutes on a Zoom call.
Exactly. And well, Matthew Perry is on there, and he even says he will be Chandler or just Matthew Perry.
That's
whatever
like,
you decide that you want.
Yeah, that's
that's kind of cool.
Shooter McGavin guy. I think he's actually under Shooter McGavin because everyone just knows him as Shooter
That's
McGavin.
funny.
Even Dirty Work, we're watching Dirty Work.
Hey, there's
It's
Shooter.
like they're Shooter. It's way before Happy Gilmore, but whatever.
Yeah. I know that wasn't Christmas related.
Yeah.
But I had to get it out there
Right.
because you're going to have some downtime at home.
For Christmas.
So if you want to dig in a little bit,
Yeah.
Spike shows up a little bit later. He's not there right away in season 1.
Yeah.
So, but there's a lot of shows out there, including, and I hate to say this for the big time fans, but including Doctor Who, that I don't necessarily tell people to start at the beginning. And
Sure.
especially not the beginning like in the 60s, because that's a hard no. But with 2005 Eccleston, and I know that this is for you as well, but I think that there's a lot of people out there that would maybe like half and half that would say, no, you have to start there. But if you want somebody to be genuinely interested in the show, maybe start a little bit later. And a lot of times I'll push them towards Matt Smith, number 11 up here. But
I was a fan of David Tennant.
But I feel like Buffy,
Yeah.
it's worth starting at the beginning.
Okay. I've heard from almost every Doctor Who fan. I'm like, there's a lot of seasons. I get it. What's up? Yo. How
Hi,
are you?
sweetie. What are you doing?
Hey.
And here's a dog.
This is the animal portion of our show.
What do you need, sweetheart? Come here.
Come here. Come say hi.
Do you want to come say hi?
Yeah.
Hello. What are you doing?
There you go.
You've got nice jammies.
You gotta wave. You gotta wave.
Here, listen.
Yeah, there you go.
Ready?
Can you hear me?
Say hi.
Hi.
I can
Did you hear yourself?
Leia.
What do you want for Christmas?
A bike jump with a swimming pool and a slide.
A Barbie dream house with a swimming pool and a
Oh,
slide.
my-
And an elevator.
And an elevator.
Okay. I'll see what I can do.
Are you supposed to be getting that for Christmas?
Uh-huh.
Are you leaving?
No.
No. I saw your kitty come in here. Can you take your kitty upstairs?
He's so cute.
I know he's so cute, but I need him to not be in this room
Why?
because we're
We're
recording.
recording, silly.
I know.
Okay. Here.
There you
Can I
go.
take these?
You're so funny.
Can I have a kiss? Give me a kiss.
Aw.
Thank you. I love you. Go upstairs, okay?
I can't figure out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where is he? Is he under there? Okay. Oh my God, you're so little and you can fit in small spaces. Oh, there you go. There you go. You got him?
You got him?
Oh boy. Uh-oh.
Good job, sweetie. Okay, close the door behind you, okay?
Oh, thank you, Leia.
Bye. Okay, bye, sweetie.
Oh my God, she cracks me up.
There's a cameo right
There
there.
you go. Yeah. Hi. Hey. Aw.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I forget what we were talking about before we were so rudely interrupted by a 3-year-old.
Yeah. What were we talking about? A little bit of Buffy, a little bit of time off.
A little bit country, a little bit rock and roll.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Christmas is going to be kind of slow going. So
It's unfortunate you don't get more days off. You only get the 2?
I could. I mean, if I had enough vacation,
Yeah.
it'd be amazing to take a week off. I haven't taken a week off since like over a year. Like I would have.
Yeah, that's true.
I usually take a week off for Ragbri in July, so that's normal and that's expected. But then this Ragbri, it wasn't. I got cancer, and then there goes my vacation anyway,
Right.
Because then they canceled it for this year. So I actually haven't taken vacation.
I don't know if it's coming up next year.
It sounds like it will.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
People have said that in the comment section.
Do these people have any clout in the Ragbri?
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
But also the new director, Dieter Drake, is very good at like commenting back, and people were like, "Are we sure we're getting a Ragbri this year?" And he's like, "All signs point that we're having it." And they're actually, they came out with the route last year, and they just said, "I know everything's canceled, COVID, whatever. We're going to keep the same route in the same overnight towns."
Okay.
2 of the overnight towns dropped out, which I understand because it's a lot of volunteering, it's a lot of work, it's a lot of money. You do get a lot of revenue for a city.
For sure, yeah.
But you got to put
Timeout didn't get shit.
I know.
But
But you gotta
I blame
put-
the city for that.
you got to put the money up first, which I get can be a strain.
That was fucking bogus.
that was one.
What was done to us?
Not even a block away.
Yeah, but they barricaded it off with the fucking porta potties.
Yeah.
And stuff, so people couldn't even see that our bar was there.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
And there was 2 bands, which no other town had 2 bands for the night, like 2 stages. Like Ames was doing a bit too much. Where I'm like, no, keep it simple. Have as many bands as you want, but have one stage. So people
that was weird.
And then they have one over here, and then there's another band. So you're like getting this weird mix of music, and you're just like, what the fuck am I watching? I mean, it's fun to see people. Don't get me wrong, but it was just a lot going on. But yeah, it sounds like that's what the director said, was that all signs are, we're gonna have one.
Well, there's been talk about myself and Paul joining for at least a day.
I don't know what I'll see what happens when the time comes. I'm not sure. 1, I'm not sure I can do it. 2,
I feel like you could.
I could.
I mean, you don't even have to do the whole thing if you just participate. Yeah. Because your doctor was encouraging you to be active. And
that's true.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure a whole week is in the picture right now. But it does go to Iowa Falls, and Iowa Falls is kind of straight up 35, and that's going to be a flat section of road. So that's when it's going to be the busiest, is when most people go on and they say they rode Ragbri.
Yeah.
And it's a day. Like, bullshit. You didn't camp. You didn't, no, you were dropped off.
Yeah.
You rode, and then you were picked up.
Yeah.
It's like, you have not experienced Ragbri.
Well, if that's the case, I'm not sure that I want to experience
Ragbri.
Sure,
I know. But, you're not the type that would go and be like, hey, I rode Ragbri, and it's an afternoon.
Although, here soon, I'm going to be getting my practice in.
Do it.
It's a bike.
That's right. It is.
It's going to be good.
It is. So, yeah, if you want to join, that's cool. I don't know what this year's going to entail.
Here's what I want, Joe.
I don't know.
I want to not be as fat as I am right now.
Same. Look at this angle. Good God.
That's very flattering for you. Well, not when you do that.
I know. I feel it, man.
For anybody not watching, he's just grabbing his gut.
It's like a tube of biscuits. He's just popping it out.
Don't do that. I don't want to see that. Hey,
let's get back to Christmas, shall we? It's a Christmas episode.
Thank you to goodhousekeeping.com for this thing I am going to read to all of you. I was going to say y'all, but that'd be weird. 30 interesting Christmas facts to impress your friends and family. Are you ready for this, Joe?
All right.
Number 1, Christmas wasn't always on December 25th.
Duh.
Did you know that?
Jesus wasn't born on the 25th.
When was he born, Joe?
This summer.
Shut up. While Christmas celebrates the birth of Jesus Christ, never heard of him.
What?
There is no mention of December 25th in the Bible. What? Actually, most historians actually say that Jesus was born in the spring, and his birthday itself didn't become the official holiday until the 3rd century. Some historians believe the date was actually chosen because it coincided with the pagan festival of Saturnalia. You know this,
Saturnalia.
right?
Saturnalia live.
Which honored the agricultural god Saturn with celebrating and gift giving.
All right. Well, Saturn actually just showed up yesterday in the sky.
That's right. I didn't see it, but I feel like
felt it.
Some people
felt it.
So, funny story. Somebody that I know that is kind of a part of my family had a thing on their Facebook about the signs, the astrological signs, and how it pertains to your life. And then somebody made it. This is also why I can't stand Facebook, but I happened to see it on one of the times that I was on there. I've been getting on a little bit more recently because the shit's died down.
Yes.
And
we all know.
I got off in like September.
Yeah.
Or maybe late August, something like that.
Yeah.
But so it's been a minute. So I feel like I can dabble a little bit. So I see this. She says something about her signs and how it's affecting her. Or she was asking about, she said something about like cusps.
Oh,
and how, and I don't really know a lot about this.
Like how the dates fall.
Right. And
That's
she was saying that there's like no such thing as a cusp. You're either this or that. And then somebody in the comments said, but it's not really real anyway. And she got real mad.
Unloaded.
Saying how she kind of bases her entire life off of this belief. And it got weird. It was getting weird. And I'm not going to comment one way or another, but
I guess I would be a cusp if you call it that.
Yeah, but it was weird how angry that made this person.
That makes sense.
And I respect her opinion, but much like anything Jesus related for Christmas, there's no actual proof one way or another for any of this stuff. Right?
No.
I mean, the only thing I believe in are the Chinese prophecies that would be at the Chinese restaurant.
Yeah.
That it said what was going to happen to me that year for me being a whatever the Chinese have a different one.
Yeah, I was a monkey.
Yeah, it was. You were a monkey?
Yeah.
Forget what I was. I need to see it. But that's the only one I believe in.
I'm a Taurus, but Taurus cuts off. I'm May 19th.
Okay.
Taurus last day is May 20th. So then May 21 would be a whole nother sign.
Ah.
So I'm like that far. What's the next one?
So number 2.
Number 2.
Evergreens are an ancient tradition. That means a long time ago.
Feels like it.
The tradition of Christmas trees goes all the way back to ancient Egyptians and Romans, who marked the winter solstice with evergreens as a reminder that spring would return.
Oh, nice.
So if you decorate with a green tree, wreaths, or evergreen garland, you're throwing it back.
Nice.
Way back, baby.
Throw it back, baby. You
I
know what I'm saying?
added the baby there.
Ooh,
they didn't do that.
Throw it back. I read a thing saying that if you have a tree that's real, that you shouldn't put it, there's some things that the city does where when you're done with your tree, you can leave it and they'll pick it up, or you put it in the dump or whatever. You're this is a new thing to do, maybe, or I don't know, there's smart people out there that maybe been doing it for years.
Go on.
Just put it in your backyard. That's all they say. Put it in your backyard and it will provide, it's still a tree. I mean, lean it up against another tree or put it on your fence and it still provides a home for birds and they'll build their nests and shit in there and other various squirrels.
Yeah, but it's dead.
It is dead, but they're saying instead of just throwing it out, it can still be useful for a little bit.
What about just getting a smaller one that actually still has the roots? And then you have it planted,
you replant it and then bring it back in.
Well, not replant it, but then you can put it somewhere.
And then
right? That's not weird, is it?
No.
I don't know what size it gets to be before the roots are uncontrollable.
Yeah.
Tree roots are fucking crazy, man.
Yeah, they go in your pipes.
Anyway. They're it goes out 20, 30 feet from where the fucking tree was.
Yeah.
What is this?
It's weird. So anyway, it's supposed to and then the needles will disintegrate quick.
Okay.
And then by spring, you just kind of have this airy tree and it's easier to throw out.
Like firewood or something.
Yeah. You
right?
can do that. Yeah.
All right. Are you ready for number 3, my friend?
I'm ready for
I forget how many there even are here. I want to say it was 20, right? You can thank Prince Albert for your Christmas tree.
Isn't that the bolt through the cock?
I mean... Yes.
Go on.
Yes, but this is the actual person. Don't think that one.
No.
You might want to brew up a cup of tea when trimming your tree this year to pay homage to its origins. When Prince Albert of Germany introduced a tree to his new wife, Queen Victoria of England, it really took off across the pond. A drawing of the couple in front of a Christmas tree appeared in Illustrated London News in 1848. And as we say, the idea went viral. That was the drawing, I guess.
There you go.
Unless this is a poser drawing, but I don't know why they would lie about that. This is good housekeeping. They're very reputable.
That's Rockefeller Center right there.
Yes. Number 4.
Number 4.
Saint Nick was more generous than jolly. You probably already knew that the idea of Santa Claus came from St. Nicholas. But the real saint wasn't a bearded man who wore a red suit. That all came much later. According to legend, the 4th century Christian bishop gave away his abundant inheritance to help the needy and rescued women from servitude. His name was Sinterklaas, Klaas, in Dutch, which later morphed into Santa Claus.
Santa Claus.
The rest of the trappings followed.
Okay.
The trappings of
All right.
Santa. So, number 5, Coca-Cola played a part in Santa's image. It's got this image.
Yeah, classic.
Yeah. Before Coca-Cola got in on it, Santa used to look a lot less jolly, even spooky. It wasn't until 1931 when the beverage company hired an illustrator named Haddon Sundblom. I'm going to stick with that. For magazine ads that we got the jolly old elf. Now, kids won't get nightmares when they dream. That was a weird... Why'd they put a comma there? Now kids won't get nightmares when they dream of Christmas Eve. They did. They put now, comma, kids. It's weird.
Weird.
Thanns.
Editors. Come on.
So dumb. Number 6, my friend. Hanging stockings started by accident. Did you know this?
No.
Well, let me tell you. According to legend, Joe, we hang stockings by the chimney with care thanks to a poor man who didn't have enough money for his 3 daughters' dowries. Generous old Saint Nick, remember, that's his trademark, dropped a bag of gold down their chimney one night where the girls had hung their stockings to dry. That's where the gold ended up and how the tradition began.
Ah.
Did I just blow your mind?
That's cool.
Any thoughts so far? How are we holding up?
Doing okay.
Are you retaining?
Yeah, this is
You have
cool.
to impress people with this information.
I know.
Number 7, Rudolph was a marketing ploy.
Was he?
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer first appeared in 1939 when the Montgomery Ward Department store asked one of its copywriters to create a Christmas story the store could give away as a promotional gimmick. The store had been giving away coloring books for years and decided to make its own to save money. So that's where we got Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Red nose. Interesting.
I don't know why they didn't put a picture of him there. They put a picture of this dog with ornaments. Whatever.
No other part of him was red. Like redneck reindeer.
Number 8, my friend, the
around.
redneck reindeer.
Flying around with a gun rack on Santa's sleigh.
What are we doing here? Number 8, Christmas wreaths are Christ symbols.
Circles.
You think so?
Circle gets the square. I don't know.
The Christmas wreath originated as a symbol of Christ. The holly represents the crown of thorns Jesus wore at his crucifixion, and the red berries symbolize the blood he shed. Let me do that again. The holly represents the crown of thorns Jesus wore at his crucifixion, and the red berries symbolize the blood he shed.
I feel like that's a stretch.
So when you see a wreath this season, you'll remember the reason for the season.
So he's on the crucifix.
What?
So he's on the crucifix. Like, it seems like such a stretch.
Allegedly.
And then somebody, like,
Yes.
at some point, someone grabs it and goes, you know what? I'm going to put this on my door. Like,
well, it would be his crown of thorns. And yeah, I'm not okay. All right. I feel like I wasn't there when this idea, popped into somebody's head. But I'm not sure why. I understand the image, the circle, but the rest of it, I don't know.
It's a bit of a stretch.
I mean, it's green.
It's green, yeah.
I don't know. Okay, fine, whatever.
Right.
I believe you, goodhousekeeping.com. Number 9, Jingle Bells was originally a Thanksgiving song, Joe.
Dashing through the snow.
Turns out we were originally dashing through the snow for an entirely different holiday. James Lord Pierpont, your former boss,
There you go. Right?
wrote a song called one-horse open sleigh for his church's Thanksgiving concert. Then in 1857, the song was republished under the title It Still Holds Today, and it eventually became one of the most popular Christmas songs. I've never heard of it, actually. How does it go?
Dashing through the snow.
Thank you.
In
Thank
a
you.
one-horse open sleigh.
They do that voice. In
O'er
the,
the
song too.
hills we go.
Stop it. Number 10.
Laughing all the way. That's my Bernie. He's Jewish. Number 10.
Number 10. Astronauts broadcast jingle bells from space.
I believe it.
From space, Joe. This prank almost went too far. 9 days before Christmas in 1965, the two astronauts aboard Gemini 6 sent an odd report to Mission Control they saw as an unidentified flying object about to enter Earth's atmosphere. Traveling in the polar orbit from north to south, they interrupted the tense report with the sound of jingle bells as Wally Schirra played a small harmonica accompanied by Tom Safford on a handful of small sleigh bells they had smuggled aboard. They were promptly fired. I added that. That actually didn't say it in there. But I assume they're not going to stand for that. Number 11, celebrating Christmas.
You're fired, but you're in space. Like, where are you going to go? I'm out of here.
We're not picking you up.
Like, uh-oh. You got to figure it out.
Celebrating Christmas used to be illegal.
Uh-oh. Ooh, underground Christmas.
By the time the Puritans settled in Boston, celebrating Christmas had been outlawed. From 1659 to 1681, anyone caught making merry, sounds dirty,
you making merry,
would face a fine for celebrating. That was the end of the sentence. Would face a fine for celebrating. After the Revolutionary War, thank you, the day was so unimportant that Congress even held their first session on December 25th, 1789. Christmas wasn't proclaimed as a federal holiday for almost another century, proving that the Grinch's notorious hatred of the holiday was alive and well long before he was.
I believe it.
3 sizes too small, Joe.
Womp womp.
Number 12.
Number 12.
Settlers created the first American eggnog.
Okay.
It's probably not as good as mine, which I thought about making tonight, but it's too soon. The Jamestown settlers created the first American batch of eggnog. Although it may not have tasted quite the way we know and love today, the word nog comes from the word... Do you know it?
Nog.
Grog.
Grog?
Grog, yes. Or any drink... I legitimately thought you might know that. I wasn't trying to be weird. Grog. Or any drink made with rum. Answer me this. Why is the rum always gone? So technically, an early nog didn't require the rich, milky base we now ladle out of Grandma's cut crystal punch bowl. My mom is a grandma, and she has one of those.
There you go.
Number 13. We're moving right along.
Moving
right along in search of Christmas facts for you. It's the Muppets.
Yeah, it is.
Number
Moving right
13. Moving right along. Christmas decorating sends nearly 15,000 people to the ER.
I believe it.
Much like Clark Griswold.
And shit.
Mm-hmm. If you've ever watched...
What's up?
And Leia's back.
Leia.
Hello, sweetheart. Is that for me? Thank you. Where do I put it? Oh, you spin it. Thank you. Here, I'm going to put it right
Put it
here.
on the snow.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, we need to finish this, sweetheart.
We'll
Okay.
come say hi to you
I will
later.
be upstairs soon. I love you. Bye. You have to close the door. No, close the door with you on the other side. Leia Ray, go upstairs. You're such a goober. Okay, go upstairs. I'll be there in a few minutes, okay?
We'll be there. We'll see you.
We're on 13 out of 20.
We're almost there.
Love you.
There you go.
Close it, Kara. What?
What's up?
Hurry up.
Okay.
I don't give a shit.
Dude.
Make popcorn. I don't know.
Go ask her.
I've been in this room for 3 hours. How do I know? Yes.
Yeah.
We're recording.
Hi.
All right, that's fair.
You notice my difference of tone
Yeah.
from the 3-year-old to the 12-year-old?
It's like, ah.
15,000, Joe.
15,000 people are falling off ladders.
Should have locked the fucking door.
I know.
If you've ever watched Clark Griswold decorate his house in Christmas Vacation, that probably doesn't come as much of a surprise. In fact, the Consumer Product Safety Commission estimates that 14,700 people visit hospital emergency rooms each November and December from holiday-related decorating accidents. So please, Joe, be careful when you're decking your halls. When I say it, it sounds dirty. Why don't you go home and deck your halls, Joe?
Hey.
Decking your own halls.
Deck your halls with balls. Wait a minute.
14. Santa has his own Canadian postal code.
Does he?
Every year, letters to Santa... It's getting late. Every year, letters to Santa Claus flood post offices across the world, forcing parents to find a way. It was a typo. It threw me off. It says forcing parent. Stupid. They're assuming that everybody's divorced. Forcing parents to find a way to answer them or explain to the kiddos why their letter got lost in the mail. Cementing their reputation as one of the nicest countries around, some big-hearted Canadian post office workers started writing back. As the program took off, they set up a special postcode for Santa as part of a Santa letter writing program initiative. 15. Dry Christmas trees spark more than joy.
Flames.
For the love of Christmas, don't forget to water your tree. Dried out Christmas trees spark about 100 fires each year. That's it. Cause an average of 10 deaths. Yeah, that's okay. And result in $15.7 million in property damage. There's more to that, but we get the idea. Mm-hmm. Number 16. Is there some positive stuff in here? Come on. Well, I guess the postal code. I can't say that fucking word. Number 16. We're wrapping it up.
Ooh.
We ship a ton of packages at the holiday.
All right.
That's
Thanks.
okay. Yeah. I feel like we knew that, right?
Yeah.
And think about Amazon.
If that's such a bullshit line.
Yeah.
We ship a ton of packages at Christmas. Like, do you? Now that
No
should
kidding?
be written. There's over 1 million
For real, though.
Give me some more.
All right. Well, here we go. Between Thanksgiving and New Year's Day last year, the U.S. Postal Service delivered an estimated 910 million packages.
Good God.
And they still don't have any money?
Right.
I don't believe it.
Did your iPad die?
The iPad just died. We got to number 1. I know what it said, but it's not going to pack the same punch.
What was it?
It said that most Americans spend more than $1,000 on Christmas.
Okay.
No shit.
Well,
the more interesting stuff was at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this. It's like this is
the funniest episode ever.
This is
we had technical difficulties. We had interruptions by kids.
Most people aren't going to know about the technical difficulties because those are going to get taken out.
Yeah, but still,
they happened many times. Okay, and then at the very end of this, and I'm going to leave this in there. I'm going to leave it in. People are going to know. So much shit has gone wrong in this Christmas episode.
Yes,
it can only be downhill from here, but downhill in the good way, like it's better,
like it's
right, or is that uphill from here? It can only get better from here.
Downhill's usually better.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But down, for some reason, when you think of down, you think of
bad stuff.
like it's bad.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. We need to do some final Christmas things here because I believe that this is after this episode, we're gonna be past Christmas.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
we need to know what's something we can talk about. What's an exciting Christmas thing?
Exciting Christmas thing. Shit, we never do anything exciting. We used to go to church, and then that, fuck it.
How about this? Let me ask you a question. What is your Christmas wish for this year? Like, even if it's the most mundane thing, And in all seriousness, like with your time off from work and wanting to, is it something you want to do with your family, or is it something that you'd like to get accomplished at home, or is there a gift that you're looking forward to that maybe your parents have alluded to? You might.
You
still get excited about gifts. By the way, your thing has been sent. It's just not fucking here. Because I wanted to give it to you tonight.
Oh.
But it's not here.
Okay.
But I'm led to believe it's going to be here by Christmas.
Okay.
So maybe we'll do a thing where I can record it and it can be a thing on YouTube or Patreon.
Okay. Because I got a thing for you, too.
I appreciate that.
Because you told me,
Joe, everybody has a thing for me. I understand. It's fine. I understand. We spend a lot of time together. I get it.
Hard pass.
Ow. Couldn't even write it out to the end.
That's what she said. I don't know. I'm just kind of excited to have. There's not that many times in the calendar year where you have just a good chunk of time off.
Yeah.
And it's credited for work, not like you have to take extra time.
Right.
I'm fortunate that Christmas lined up the way it did this year, where it just goes straight. It could have been in the middle of the week. We could have had like a Wednesday, Thursday, and then a Friday, and then a Saturday,
That is kind of lame that it's a Friday thing.
Because I was like, that was the thing, was this 2020, January 2020, like I was informed of like how the holidays were lining up.
Yeah.
Like 4th of July landed on a Friday. And like stuff like that, where it's just automatic 3-day weekend, automatic 4-day weekend, automatic New Year's. Like I was so excited. And, then COVID happened because I was like so looking forward to just like, dude, New Year's, like that's going to be an automatic 3-day weekend. Like,
right. Yeah.
Right into it, And so I don't know. Around here, I kind of just
Poor timing.
Exactly. I just kind of want to, take a bit to just unwind and relax and forget about shit. So I'm going to get some shit done at work, not worry about it, and then just kind of zone out. And
nice.
I don't know. We're not really doing a whole lot for Christmas itself. We just kind of postponed it.
There is a chance that we might see you on, let's see. So Christmas Eve, we're doing our gifts here. So it's possible that we might send you an invite for tomorrow night, because we're going to be doing some fun stuff for the night before our Christmas.
Right.
Because we celebrate here during the day on Christmas Eve, and then we go to my family's place.
Oh, there you go.
So be on the lookout for that.
Okay.
But if you're busy with your chillaxing, I get it.
There you go.
But there's going to be some games and stuff.
Cool.
So it'll be fun.
Yeah.
And you're pretty much part of our family.
That's fair.
Deal with it.
It's been fun.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say I'm excited for my Christmas wish, Joe, is that I get plenty of downtime with my kids. It's not very fun having them be so busy with school, and I get it. It's a fact. It's a fact of life. The kids have to go to school. They're there all week. But the issue is that I work on the weekends. And so we don't really get the amount of quality time that we're looking for with one another. Sam and I want to do some book reading. We want to dive more into Ready Player 2. And I know that Kara has a lot of things planned for us, including watching videos on YouTube. She wants to catch up on that stuff. I would like to take her out to play some basketball, do some practicing, so she can get some time on the court, and her and I can do that. And it will remind me how old I am and how much stuff I can't do. But I'll try to do that. And it will just be fun to be able to have those opportunities.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's kind of a bummer that it's falling on the days that it does. However, for me, with Christmas being on Friday, that means I don't have to work on that day. But I do have to drag myself out on the 26th.
Yeah. I
so
was
that's lame.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. On holidays, a lot of times people don't show to the bar. So then it's like a waste of time.
Mm-hmm. You just never know.
You
But
really
like,
don't. Well, and especially right now, it just seems like, there wouldn't be a lot.
Kind of like you can't expect students, but like the local people who are just kind of, maybe they go to college or somewhere.
Yeah.
Most of the year they're out of the state, but their parents live in Ames.
Yeah.
And their friends, and then therefore that's a good reason to go to a bar.
Fair.
But every New Year's Eve has been fucking packed.
Mm-hmm.
Like no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
We've always had a great turnout there,
Yeah.
where everyone's like,
Yeah.
what was that one year? Yeah, that one year we went with our friend Melissa. Yeah, or I did. And we went to Jefferson, and then there was like Frog and Toad on New Year's.
Right. Yeah.
And then we saw that, and we dressed up fancy because it was New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
And then we flew all the way back. We're like, okay, I went to like 3 fucking places. I went to Jefferson.
On New Year's Eve?
I did.
Yeah.
I went to Jefferson, and then I dropped her ass off in Ames. I went up to my parents' house because they were having a party. Said hi to them.
Nice.
And then
then you guys did come out to timeout.
and then
Yeah.
I flew back down. I'm like, I got to be at timeout at midnight. I got to go. It's getting to be at 11. And I'm like, I got to go. I got to go. And I flew down to Ames. And then it was just fun because I opened it up.
Were you wearing the velvet?
I was,
coat?
yeah, the red velvet.
Because I just recently, during one of our times where everything was down, I told you that I transferred all my shit to my computer that was on my phone. I saw that video 2 nights ago of you standing on the stage area. We didn't have an official stage yet, and you kind of led everybody the countdown.
Because I opened up the door.
So I've got that. I've got that on
God.
video.
I opened up the door that night because I was like, okay, I got to go see some people. And then it was just like this. It seemed so small towny.
Yeah.
Because the bar was fucking packed, and the person running karaoke was, I think, Melissa or maybe you. And then there was like Kate was pouring champagne. Julie, it was like all my all of our regular friends were behind the bar.
All of the friends stepped in because we were so not prepared for that.
And I was just like, this is kind of fun to see. And then like I was helping, pouring and doing, and then you're like, dude, I don't have time. Get behind the mic.
I think Jamie was running karaoke.
That's right. Yeah.
She stepped in for me.
And then you were like, dude, give it like 4 minutes. Start the countdown. I'm like, okay. 5, 4, 3. And it's like, okay, here we
go.
go.
for our New Year's, remind me, so I don't forget, for our New Year's episode, we'll play a clip of that. And then you can see it on YouTube.
That's from
and everything.
2 years ago already.
Yeah, it's insane.
Jeez, yeah. Had the big beard, and oh my God, that was fun. Even last year was great too.
I have no idea what this year's New Year's is going to look like at the bar.
Well, yeah.
And I feel like it sucks for me because if it's a waste of a night, I don't want to be there. I would almost be happier just calling it.
Yeah.
Because the thing is that if it's too many people, then it's bad news.
Yeah.
If we're open and there's nobody, it's bad news.
Yeah, it's like a weird middle.
It sucks.
Like this weekend was about the middle.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people came out, but there was a lot. You sent
Jimmy Eat World, the middle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they came to Woolies.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm. Oh, go ahead.
You sent me a pic of. There was at least a couple people at each table that I saw from the text that you sent. So I think that was kind of threading the needle. It wasn't less people where you're like, fuck this night. And it wasn't like 1,000 people where you're like.
I think we're going to start seeing more and more people just like last time.
Yeah.
But the question is, and the issue that I have is a lot of times when it's near or right around a holiday, we don't see a lot of action.
Right.
Especially day after Christmas.
Yeah.
It's not a go out and party weekend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
usually it's like a night before. Couple nights before.
So now New Year's is a different story.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. But yeah, my hope for this Christmas is that I get plenty of downtime with my kids and family, and that will include you. Because you're basically you're a better member of the family than the dog.
Yeah, that's fair.
I tell you that.
Well, your dog tackles me every time I come in the house.
That's true.
Okay.
I will. I'll be in touch about
stuff
about the things that are going on because I got a game for our Switch that is a fun one for the family. It's one of Becky's favorites, so we'll have to figure that out. But yeah, we're gonna be doing stuff, and hopefully whatever work there is will be relatively not terrible. You know what I mean? Because do you get anything off for New Year's, or is it?
It's 3 days.
3 days.
So I work New Year's Eve on, I think, Thursday.
Okay.
Or something. And then we have Friday, which
So
is
that's
New Year's
Thursday.
Day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll have Friday, Saturday, Sunday off.
Nice.
This is a podcast where we talk about personal plans.
This is podcast talking personal plans.
There you go. Yeah. So what do you know? Wow, I got to drop off the kids. You got to go.
Listen, we are not done for the year.
No.
But we want to thank everybody that listens. We want to thank everybody that goes to our YouTube. The people that are on our Patreon. Thank you so much.
It's been a wild ride.
We are genuinely appreciative and thankful for all of you.
Yeah.
And
it's just something fun that we like to do.
We can't say it enough.
Yeah, it's just something fun we like to do. And people are they're along for the ride, and we appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's
it's incredibly cool.
Who can we attract?
And with it being Christmas time, we want to make sure that is said loud and clear for everybody out there.
Yes.
So thank you. And Merry Christmas to everyone. And I hope Santa is generous.
Yeah.
For all of you.
Yeah. But not jolly.
Correct.
Yeah. He's kind of like that uncle, all right, I'll give you $5. I don't know.
Speaking of which, and to play us out, I need to know, Echo, where is Santa right now?
Okay, here's NORAD tracks Santa. According to NORAD radars and satellites, Santa has just left Yellowknife, Northwest Territories, Canada, and is on his way to Tuktoot-Naugate National Park, Northwest Territories, Canada.
Echo, stop. So that is it. That is the end
There
of
we
our
go.
episode.
Thanks for listening.
You'll never know how many technical difficulties we had.
Good grief.
But we made it through.
That's a behind-the-scenes Patreon with all the kids around.
That would be pretty
That'd be
funny.
fun.
Cheers, mofo.
Cheers.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Like that.
Bye-bye.